Integral. Oh. Fit he sheds off cray. Fit he. Oh my, what the hell is. Face poke official. Face poke ye off. What? Oh my god, these are. Alright, just a couple more. Krispy Kreme doughnuts. Krispy Kreme doughnuts. Hey, good morning, folks. So it's actually like 4 o'clock, but I woke up maybe an hour ago. I'm just standing in front of my display, appreciating all these toys. I don't get to go outside as much as I would like, so I need something to look at, to appreciate. And I like looking at these toys as or collectibles. As pieces of art, they're movable pieces of art that you can articulate and you could pose in any way, especially nowadays with all the new technology. But one of the cool things about being a collector and being a comic book fan and a collectible toy collector is that all the cool things that show up, that you add to your collection. You could style it any way. I'm trying to find a new routine for myself on a daily basis. It's really difficult. My sleeping habits are all off. So maybe just taking the first half hour, an hour to just appreciate things in life, you know? So many things are just so negative out there, especially nowadays. And it's just hard to focus, you know? Everything's so exhausting. Just living is very exhausting right now. I know a lot of people can relate to that. I could hardly focus on anything, you know? So many things that I'm worried about, so many concerns and worries. And that's why I take time to look at things like this, you know, just to escape. And to a lot of people who don't understand it, you know, it's like, this is silly. For a lot of people who don't understand, like, comic book collectors and people who love sci-fi things and need an escape on a daily basis, but, you know, I need that escape on a daily basis. Multiple times a day, you know? I want to start writing again. It's just really hard for me to focus, but I want to find time to just sit down and start writing my thoughts and start writing a short story. See all these people graduating from my college and moving on to bigger and better things, and I feel the pressure of like having that non-accomplishment, right? Of just like sitting around and doing nothing. That's all we could do right now, is just sit around and do nothing while this situation happens. Alright, last one. Gay gummy with ace boon. Gay... what? So one of the things that I'm doing to take my mind off of what's going on now is I'm starting to unbox a lot of the the things that I've collected over the last few years. As you can tell, I unboxed a lot of the Marvel Legends, and I display them in that area where I display everything, which is cool. But I think now I want to just start unboxing a lot of the things that I want to display or I want to tinker with. As far as like the toy photography, I really want to move that into the next level. If you look at my about page, my Instagram page is on there, so definitely check it out. And if you like what you see, definitely subscribe and follow me. If you feel like you like looking at toy photography. But I got a lot of toys here, or collectibles, that I want to unbox, like Launchpad. This came out with like the latest edition of like DuckTales. I don't know if that show's still going on, but all those toys or those collectibles were on clearance, and I'm glad that I picked up most of that wave, so that now it's in my collection. I can't pick now, I just woke up about an hour ago. Yeah, I think I just have to find creative ways to take pictures and just move like my photography into like the next level. And it's not for a lack of like things to photograph. I think it's more so like how I present these pictures in a creative way. I have a lot of like things I could film and photograph, like wow, smooth, like this, you know, stuff around the house. So yeah, I think downsizing is helping me realize like the value of things and which items I would like to keep in my collection so I could value them even more. So yeah, just trying to work that out. So I pulled a bunch of things that I sold on eBay, and I'm just gonna share it with y'all today. I sold this Michael Vick Philadelphia Eagles jersey, fully stitched, size XXL. I kept it in my collection for a little bit, but the more I thought about it, I was like, I didn't want anybody to confront me on the street about like, oh, Michael Vick this, Michael Vick that, because he is a controversial, polarizing figure. Even though I respect his field of play, his like how he was on the football field. Yeah, so I sold that for a good price. I think it was $25. And I'll try to remember the prices as I go along. I sold this in a bundle. This is the Secret Agent shirt. It's vintage. It's on a Hanes tee, but it's a double-sided tee, paper thin. Secret Agent, and on the back it says the shoes are out there. So it's a play on the X-Files. I think it's a 90s shirt, but it's a really cool shirt. Sold that in a bundle with this basketball skateboards t-shirt, the ballerina tee. I thought this was gonna go for much higher, but it's sold in a bundle with the Secret Agent tee. So it's pretty cool that I was able to get rid of 2 shirts in one sale and make more space for new items whenever I'm able to go back out there and source at thrift stores. So hopefully that'll be in the future, but we'll see. Then I sold this Kawhi Leonard Nike Spurs jersey. It's a swingman jersey. I got it at Poshmark for like a size extra large last year. I thought it was gonna be big enough for me, but like Nike's making their jerseys super slim now. So like this, like back in the day, like an XL used to be like a baggy jersey, but like players want to make their jerseys like all tight now, so it's a little too tight on me. And like I gained some weight during quarantine, so it's definitely something that I'm happy to get rid of. Sad that it doesn't fit me. I really like Kawhi Leonard as a player. Sold this Levi's denim shirt with the metal buttons. It's a bit baggy on me, and I do like wearing my shirts baggy, but it fits in a way that it's like baggy that's not flattering to how I wear my clothes. So figured I might just well sell this. I got another one with different style of buttons. It's Western style, so that looks much better on me. So that's something that I'm happy to get rid of. I'm also sad that it doesn't fit me in the way that I would like, but making room in my closet, downsizing is a good thing, Then I sold this, switching hands. I sold this vintage Schleich Brachiosaurus. I found it at the thrift stores maybe a month ago, or maybe, no, not a month ago, definitely not a month ago, because I was in quarantine a month ago. I want to say 2.5 months ago. I found it at a thrift store. I'm a big dinosaur fan, but the more I look at like this house and this room in general, trying to make it into a home office, this is way too large for this room. I picked it up for $2, and I was able to flip it for 15. So not a bad flip at all. Then I've had this hat in my Poshmark forever. Still has a tag on it. This Georgia Bulldogs snapback tee from the 90s. Really cool. When I picked these up at the thrift, there were like multiples of them. Each of them were 99 cents. I was able to flip this for 15, I think, on Poshmark. They took their little fee off, so I was able to make after the fees, $12, and then the 99 cents I took off. So I was able to make $11 profit off of this. Really cool. It doesn't fit me though. I got a big ass head. And then sold this Dean Ambrose / John Moxley WWE Elite. I'm not going to take it out the bag. It's too much work. But I sold this. It's been in my collection for a while. I took a lot of pictures of this, and I got my good use out of it. I think now is a good time to get rid of it and have someone else enjoy it for like the rest of its life, and just upcycle everything. Once I get my good use out of things, like time to list it and get rid of it. So I got my good use out of it, and so I'm glad that it's going to somebody else. Then I sold, so if you're a mini mate collector, and mini mates I actually have a box here I could show y'all if you're not familiar with mini mates. What is that? Okay, so these are mini mates. They look like Legos, and they're actually influenced by Legos, but they're much more than that. They actually have articulation. They're tiny action figures. I mean, this is, oh my god, Diamond Select is going out of business. I'm scared because they actually make these. Oh, that's sad. They're not gonna make these anymore. Yeah, so wow, like I just realized that just blows my mind. I hope Diamond Select is gonna survive this this thing we're going through, because they actually make these. Wow. But anyways, I sold a bunch of these mini mate stands. I sold so there's 30 of these in a bag, and I've got a ton of these, but surprisingly these sell. I sold this for $11, and each pack of like mini mates is about $8.99, and they each come with like 2 mini mate stands. And so as a big collector of these, like I just file them away in like an art and crafts box. I don't display them because they're too small to display, and I'll lose them all. So I store them there. So I have no use for the mini mate stands, and so surprisingly these sell. So I sell them when I get a big bulk of them in my collection. I just sell them so I can make my money back, some of my money back. And so I sold 30 of them for $11. Not a bad deal. And yeah, check out my about page. I have all of my seller accounts attached to my eBay, attached to my YouTube. So if you want to get a good deal, check out my about page. Sold this Magic the Gathering action figure by Funko Pop. It's Nissa Ravane. She's supposed to be like an elf mage. Really cool. I was gonna do a custom and make a Blink action figure. And this was before the Blink action figure came out for Marvel Legends, which I actually have. I just opened that like a few days ago, and so thinking about that, I was like, this is gonna take a lot of work. I have the Blink action figure. I got my use out of this. I took my pictures for my toy photography. Someone else can enjoy this, and enjoy this for a good deal, $5.
Then I sold this Lady J G.I. Joe 3.75 action figure with the card. I saved the card, and then she has her action stand. This is actually a desired figure because the common, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, and be nice, be polite. The common one has a hat. This is like the modern one, so she came without a hat, and so this sold for actually $20, which is pretty cool. Yeah, pretty cool. Have this American Werewolf Captain America. I really hate the face on this one. Like, his face is so bland, and like there's been a lot of quality Captain America action figures coming out for Marvel Legends in the past few years, and like this is so bland. So I sold this for almost what I paid for it, which is I think $13. So I got a good deal out of that. Actually, $10. So I got a good deal out of that. And then I've got this clown Michelangelo, which is really weird. Normally I don't sell my Ninja Turtles figures because that's one of the things that I really prize and desire, and I'm not desire, weird. Something that I prize and value in my collection because I love the Ninja Turtles. But this is just a creepy action figure, and I think I got over my fear of clowns from like several years ago. But yeah, there would be times where I look at this action figure and just get chills, so I had to sell that. Like, I sold it for a really good price, $6. Yeah, $6. And then I sold this Transformers Generations, I don't know which generation, Galvatron. Super cool. The joints are really they're not tight, but they're fragile, and so I'm gonna pack this really well. But I sold this for a really good deal for $13, and they normally go for a lot on eBay. No, actually these don't go for a lot, but you know, like yeah, I wasn't feeling this figure, so I wanted to make some money on it. I'll make my money back. One other thing I'm going to show you, so I'm going to be listing pretty soon. This is going to go on my Depop, but if y'all could remember from the 90s, Planet Hollywood. I found this at the thrift maybe a little more than a year ago. Never got around to listing it, so I'm going to put that up on my Depop and my Poshmark for the same price. So no matter what outlet you want to choose to go through, like if you're on Depop or Poshmark, it'll be available for either channel. Don't know what I'm going to sell it for. Probably $10, $13. We'll see. But yeah, we'll be listing more stuff. I think I have a few more things that I could share. I only have like 4 more minutes of like space on my phone. Yeah, so I got a few more things. I'll be listing this vintage t-shirt, Dowling, that is 1991, single stitch. I think it's a local football team, like a high school team. But a really cool color and cool fit, paper thin, like $10 maybe. Then I got this MGM Grand, this vintage boxy fit MGM Grand long sleeve t-shirt, size XL. Might put $20 on that, and then included with the best offer. So if you have a better offer, let me know and I'll include that. Then I got this oddball piece, which is like the Jerusalem t-shirt. My parents traveled to like Israel like maybe several years ago, and so they got me this souvenir t-shirt. So like super small on me, like I have a long torso, so like this looks really weird on me. And I don't think orange is my color. Then I got this Mickey Mouse double-sided t-shirt, vintage, 1990, single stitch, no, double stitch, but really cool, in an XL, but like short on the length. Then I got this reversible Lacoste bomber jacket, good for spring. And I'm going to be posting up on my Poshmark and Depop. And then I got this semi-vintage / retro Chicago World Boxing Championships, made by Jordan, Nike. Really cool piece that you won't see anywhere else because they held these Chicago. Never seen this shirt before, so yeah, let's put that up. Maybe like somewhere in the range of like 15 to 20 bucks, maybe 18. I think that will probably be a good price for that. If you have a better offer, let me know. But yeah, that's what's going to go up on my listing. So yeah, check out my about page. All right, thank you. Sorry I lied to y'all. We got this Oshkosh 1999 Volt tee, like some Volt green, and pretty cool. One-sided, but has like a small hit in the front. Oshkosh, I think maybe Idaho or Iowa. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But really cool piece, double stitched, 1999. Really cool colors. And this is a hot color for the summer. Let me know. I think I'm probably just gonna post this up for maybe 13 bucks, 10 or 13 bucks with the best offer included. So be sure to send me those offers. Not on YouTube, send it to me on those channels, Depop, Poshmark, eBay. All right, and that's it. Thanks for watching, y'all, and I'll see y'all soon. Later.